Good morning, children. Hope you are all doing good, and hope you have done the worksheets also of reported speech. So, here in today's session, we are going to see more examples on the rules, which are applicable for every rule, with the rules that we have learned. So, accordingly, we will see the examples how to change applying each rule that we learned in the last two sessions. So here we go. So the first one, the direct indirect speech, which is also called as what? Reported speech. Now, in direct indirect speech, we can call it as indirect speech also as indirect narration, as well as we call it as reported speech. Okay. Now, so in the reported speech, when we are changing from direct speech to indirect speech, there are the rules that we learned how to change. So let's see the first one. We need to remove the commas and inverted commas and all the other punctuations while changing the direct to indirect speech. That means, when the direct speech, for example, Manish says, my father is rich. Here there is a comma. Here is the inverted commas. And then the first letter in the reported speech, okay, is capital letter, right? So these two and this has to be removed. That means this will change into a normal, small letter. For example, see, Manish says, my father is rich. Manish says that his father is rich. Now we have not changed the tense. It is same. Why is that so? Because if the reporting verb is in present tense or future tense, then the reported speech verb will not change. That means the tense will not change. It remains the same. So it is in the present tense. We didn't change the tense. Now, before we go ahead, just a quick recap of the parts of reported speech. Here, this is the reporting verb. Okay, reporting verb, and we call it as reported. This is the reported verb. Okay. Now, this is also called as main clause, and this is called as subclause or subordinate clause. Okay. Now, so as you have seen what is what again, let us now further see what are the sentences, how are we going to change. So the first one, Divya said to me, I shall help you. Now how am I going to change it? Divya said to will change into what? Whenever the reporting verb is to, it falls up. Said to, say to, says to. Whenever the to is there, it changes its form. Now let us write Divya told me that. The conjunction that is used. Why? Because this is an assertive sentence, right? So that, now how can I change the pronoun I? First of all, we need to identify what type of pronoun it is. It is the first person. Now, whenever first person I, we, me, and one more is what? Us. Okay. Whenever such kind of pronouns are there, okay, I and we will be in the subject place. Me and us will be in the object place of the reported speech. Okay. Now, whenever you get these first person pronouns, whether first person pronouns, then we are supposed to change it according to the subject of the reported verb. Okay. According to the subject of the reported verb. Now, this I becomes what? Divya told me that she shall will change into what? Though the past form is should, we will not use in reported speech. We would change it into would only. Okay. Divya told me that she would help me. Help me. Now this you became me. Okay. So that is how it changes. The pronouns changes according to the subject. If it is a first person, it changes into the subject. If it is in the object place, it changes according to the object of the reporting verb. Okay. Now the next one. Grishma said to her, "You will return soon." Grishma said to her, "You will return soon." Now Grishma said to again changes into told her. Grishma told her that, as it is assertive sentence again, that is the conjunction used, that you will return soon will become what? Now whenever the pronoun is a second person, you or yourself, whenever the pronoun you yourself is there in the reported speech, that will change into what? According to the object in the reported verb. Now what is the object? Her. Okay. Grishma told her that you will change into what? She would return soon. Now this will change into she. If it is here him, then it changes into he. But here it is her. So it changed into she. She will. Sorry. Will become what? Would. She would return soon. Okay. Grishma told her that she would return soon. Would be the answer. Now let us see the next one. I said to the teacher, he is late. Said to, first see, look at the tense of the verb. Okay. I said to, told. I told the teacher that, now he is the third person pronoun, right? First person we have seen how it is changing. Second person we have seen how it is changing. Now third person pronoun will remain same. Okay. I told the teacher that he was late. Because it is in past tense, we will change it into past tense. Okay. Now see once again, if the pronoun is the first person, change according to the object. If the pronoun is the second person, change according to the object. If the if the pronoun is first person, change according to the subject. If the pronoun is a second person, change according to the object of the reporting verb. Now if the pronoun in the main clause I am talking, if the pronoun is a third person, it remains unchanged. Okay. So this is how you need to check and change according to the pronouns. Now I hope changing the pronouns from direct to indirect is clear. Now let us see with another one, that is tenses. How should we change the tense now? Now let us see the examples how to change according to the tense. I have taken only few examples. Ravi said he writes stories. Ravi said that he is a third person, so it will not change. Okay. Ravi said that he wrote stories. Okay. Now, Ravi said, I am writing stories. I, first person. Change according to this. Ravi said that he was writing stories. Ravi said she wrote stories. Third person. Will not change. Ravi said that she, past tense, no? Past tense will, simple past will change into what? Past. Simple past will change into past perfect. Okay. She had written stories. Now, Ravi said to me, you have written stories. Ravi said to me will change into told. Ravi told me that you will change according to the object. Okay, second person, no? Now, Ravi told me that I had written stories. Now, this is past perfect tense will change into, present perfect change will change into past perfect tense. Stories. Okay, Ravi told me that, me, no, it changes into I. Ravi said to me. Ravi told me that I had written stories. Okay, so this is how we need to change the pronouns as well as the tenses. We need to take care of the tenses while we are changing from direct to indirect speech. Now let us see some examples based on the universal truths. How are we going to change, or whether it will change or not? Let us see. Now if you could see, Mohan said, which tense? Past tense. Now it changes into past tense. It should change into past tense. Mohan said that earth revolved around the sun. It means that is it no more revolving? We can't say that. It is a universal fact, so it should not change its tense. Mohan said that earth revolves round the sun. Okay, that means if we are not going to change the tense as it is the universal truth. Okay, next. He said she is going today. He said that she was going. Today becomes that today. Okay, so that is how we need to change according to the time as well. For example, she is going today. It is there, so it changed into she was going that today. If it is another example, I said I met him yesterday. I said that I had met him the day before or the previous day, we can say. Okay, like that's how we need to change according to the time also. Now the next one is an interrogative sentence. If you can see this, it ended with a question mark and it is an interrogative sentence. I said to Mohan, where is your pen? Now, I asked. Now, don't write said to is there, teacher. I will change into told. No. Why we can't write told here? This is not an assertive sentence. This is an interrogative sentence. So, we need to change whether if it is said to, says to, whatever is there. We need to change into ask, questioned, like that. Okay. Now, if it is according to the tense only, we need to change again. Okay. I asked Mohan. Now, where is your pen? What should be the answer for that? Where is already a interrogative pronoun used. So, I will make use of the same one. Where? Your will change into what? According to the object. Okay. Where? His pen was. Where his pen was. We will not end with a question mark. Because this is an indirect speech, we will not use the question mark as punctuation. Okay. So, your is a second person, use according to the object of the reporting verb. Mohan. So, it becomes his. Okay. I asked Mohan where his pen was. Okay. Now, this is how we will change when it is an interrogative sentence. Now, we shall look at some examples of imperative sentence as well. Let's look at the example of this. I said to him, get out of the room. Now, what kind of sentence is it? Get out of the room. When you say either it is an order or a command, right? So, what kind of sentence is this? This is an imperative sentence. Now, for imperative sentences, we use the conjunction to, isn't it? Now, how do we change it? I said to him. So, said to will change into ordered. I ordered him. Now, what is the conjunction I said? We to use to. I ordered him to get out of the room. Get out of the room. So, this is how we change the imperative sentences. Okay. Next, my father said to me, obey your teachers. My father said to me, obey your teachers. What kind of sentence is this? Again, it's an imperative sentence where the father is suggesting or advising something to his son or child. So, my father advised me. My father said to will change into what? Advised or suggested, you can say. Advised me to obey my teachers. Now you are becomes according to the the object me becomes my here, my teachers. Okay. Now he said to me, how grateful I am to you. Now what kind of sentence is this? Exclamatory sentence. You can see by it as it is ending up with an exclamatory mark. Now how do we change exclamatory sentences? In the he said to me, how grateful I am. He said to me, how grateful I am to you. Now the answer for this would be, he told me that. Now this is exclamatory, as usual it changes. He told me or he exclaimed, we can say. Okay. He told me that. Or he exclaimed, you can say. Yeah, as it is me is there, so we can't write it as exclaimed. As it is followed by me, we have to write it as told. He told me that. Now he told me that he was very grateful to me. How is used now? We have to add very. He was very grateful. You becomes to me. Okay. So whenever how or what is there, we will add what? Very will be added. He was. Okay. I changes according to the subject. He told me that he was, how will change into very? He was very grateful to me. So that's how you need to change the exclamatory sentences. Now we need to take care of the pronouns wherever in whichever sentence it is. Accordingly we will change. Now she said, this is smart, isn't it? Now this is a new kind of sentence which is having a question tag. Okay, question tag is for further double confirmation. We will use question tags usually. It's found only by using the auxiliary verbs used in that sentence. Okay, this is smart, isn't it? If the sentence is negative, we will make a question tag as positive. If the sentence is positive, the question tag will be negative. So she said, this is smart, isn't it? Now how would I change it into a indirect speech? Now, when it is a question tag, we will make use of the conjunction that only. She said that. That will change into what? Again that. So, double that will be there here. She said that. That is smart. That is as it is past tense, we will change it into past tense, right? That was smart. She said that. That was smart. And now as it is a question and asked if I agreed. If I agreed. So as this is a question, we will use the reporting verb as asked. Okay. Now as this is starting with auxiliary verb, we make use of if or whether. And asked if I agreed. Because she is asking whether he agrees or not. That's the reason why we added the word agreed here. So according to the meaning conveyed, we can use the various forms. Okay. So that is about changing the direct to indirect speech in variety, all the rules that we have seen today. The examples also, however, whatever cases we have seen according to the rules. These are the examples. Now that is it. And accordingly, you will be provided with the worksheet. So try doing solving all the questions given to you. And if you have any doubts, please do make a note of it and get it clarified in your online sessions. So that's it for today. And this is all about the direct indirect speech. Hope you all followed well and understood it. And if you still have any questions, you can, watch the videos from the, as there are 3 modules made on this topic. You can watch all the 3 modules to have a and good clarity over the topic. So that's it for today. Have a good day.